think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
It's Saturday Night Live.
On a serious note, today we're going to talk about some of America's most flawless moments. Scandals, space trips, storms, and pandemics that made us who we are today. Once upon a time, there was a Cold War. Tense standoff between the US and the USSR, where everyone was worried about missiles, spies, and a game of who was going to blow up the world first. The Cold War led to Nixon's initial election and his desire to be re-elected to Watergate. Watergate? Some guys tried to hide a break-in, but instead they ended up with more drama than a Real Housewives reunion. And you know them girls crazy. But nothing is more crazy than the moon landing. Yeah, we sent folks to the walk on another planet to outdo the Soviets. Like, hey, let's go visit the neighbors and come back with moon rocks and bragging rights. 9/11, that day shook us to our core. This happened because of years of tension from the Cold War. It reminded us that freedom sure isn't free, and sometimes we gotta stick together. Like Gorilla Glue on that one TikTok girl's hair. She has got to be more careful next time. However, all this chaos is what sets the center stage for Capitol riots, leading us up to years of political polarization, misinformation, and rising distrust in institutions. Folks try to storm the building like it was a Black Friday sale. Look, democracy isn't on clearance, y'all. And well, COVID, we had a lot of misinformation, a divided country, and a world that sure was not prepared for a global crisis. But the good news is, we all became experts in bedrotting and pro video gamers. Because if you're gonna be stuck at home, you might as well be comfy in pajamas and perfect your Fortnite skills. In that 2020 election, despite all the chaos, America said, we still gonna vote, and proved democracy is still alive, pajamas and all, honey.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Guys, just give me 1 second. I'm breaching the firewall. And we're in.
Bro, I know what you should say about Nixon. What? I heard a rumor that he has a sixth toe.
No way, I heard that
I
too.
know.
I also have this document that says Nixon's gonna break into Watergate, but who cares about that? Nixon has a sixth toe.
Right. And I have a photo from his wife. Yeah.
What do we do? Here's the plan. We're gonna make a run for it as fast as we can. Got it.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, we're caught! Run!
Must have been the wind.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Patty cake, baker's man.
Gee, I sure hope my wife doesn't walk in.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Bill! How could you? I gave you my love and you threw it right back at me!
Hillary, it's not what it looks like, I swear. I do love you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my fault your man wants me.
Oh heck no! Don't you start with me,
Hello, and welcome to our 2020 presidential election. On our right, we have our incumbent president, Donald J. Trump. And on our left, we have our former vice president, Joe Biden. Joe.
See, he's always asleep. Sleepy Joe. Joe. Joe Mama.
What? What's going on?
You heard me?
Oh, yeah? DJ, drop the beat. Yeah, I was asleep cause your orange butter's born. Yeah, your crimp is going down cause your COVID case is sore. And what about inflation? Wow, it's higher than your pride. Cause hey, you handled COVID, that's why everybody died. Melania is tired of your goofy stuff, she's not happy like Joe. Causing all this chaos with Remain in Mexico-ville. Make America great again, more like keep the orange in. It's time for your Joe to put you a pencil up in a bin.
Come on, Sleepy Joe, I know you can't say many words. So sit down, let me cook and go to sleep, you little turd. I'm gonna build a wall, it's so beautiful, safe and long. Keeping all these aliens out, America first ain't wrong. Obama was real busy all up in Afghanistan. Sending them our troops, so on that I'ma put a ban. Hunter's been real quiet, what's up with the IRS? Your sloppy self in office would cause way too much stress.
You only got support because the people in the world, the hillbillies that praise you, their beliefs are pretty cruel. You ain't no politician, I'm gonna send you back to school. Next time you try to cross me, I'ma diss you wife, you fool.
Well, Melania actually loves me and she loves her money too. You don't care for order, you don't even have a clue. Small states have a voice and they vocalize for me. So step aside, old Joe, and let Big Johnny clock your tea.
I guess there's only one way to settle this.
Have more problems for a troubled
Earthquake.
Yep,
We're having an earthquake.
Hi, I'm Mateo Lona,
And I'm Lily Hightown.
and this is your 11 o'clock news. First of all, I would just like to address our audience that the Earth is indeed flat, and we did not land on the moon in 1969.
I agree 1000%, Mateo. I mean, just look at his name. Yeah, it might have been caused by the tension in the Cold War and our need to have better technological advancements than Russia, but we have clear evidence.
I mean, you just can't deny the clear evidence there. In all seriousness, no. Apollo 11 was a space mission with the objective of human landing on the moon and returning back to Earth. This was a goal created by President John F. Kennedy in 1961.
Yeah. Apollo 11 launched in 1969, had Commander Neil Armstrong, engineer and pilot Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and command module pilot Michael Collins. These people became the first men to walk on the moon. Armstrong's first step on the moon was broadcast nationally, and when he said his famous line, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Moving on. Speaking of clear evidence, there's absolutely none that we sold firearms to Iran in the Iran-Contra affairs in 1986.
None?
Mateo, not on camera.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's absolutely no evidence that we did that.
Yeah, we definitely didn't sell weapons to Iran, then give the money to the Contras, a rebel group in Nicaragua, to free hostages in Lebanon, even though Congress voted against it.
Yeah, this affair definitely led to a lot of people not having trust in the government. This just in, we have new footage of the January 6, 2021 Capitol riots. This is another great example of the American public not having trust in the government, in this instance specifically, the voting system.
No!
Wow, that was intense. What caused them to be so riled up?
They were angry about the loss of Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential election, especially since there's accusation of voting fraud.
Wow. Talk about dramatic.
Literally. I'm glad we got some new coverage to address, though, especially with our country's terrible history of addressing important events.
Yeah, but you know who did a good job? President Bush on 9/11.
What are your plans for cleaning up our environment?
9/11.
What about our traffic problem?
9/11.
Wow, what a compelling argument. For those of you who don't know, 9/11 was a horrible event in our nation's history, with the terrorist group Al-Qaeda hijacked airplanes and crashed into the Twin Towers and Pentagon, killing around 3,000 people.
This event led to the passing of the Patriot Act, which expanded government surveillance and investigative powers, particularly in relation to terrorism.
It also led to Bush declaring a war on terrorism, which resulted in the U.S. invading Afghanistan and Iraq.
And on that tragic note, let's move on.
Wait, shouldn't we be wearing our masks?
You're right. Put your masks on.
All right, now we're protected from COVID. Unlike the 111,820,082 cases in America.
Right. If it wasn't for those dang people in China eating bats, we wouldn't have to wear these dumb things.
Wait, what do you mean?
Research shows that COVID-19 originated from people eating bats in China. From there, it spread all around the world until it made its way to the United States and resulted in schools, businesses, and non-essential operations shutting down.
Dang, now we have to get these stupid vaccines. But I think it's just a way for the government to track us with putting a chip in our bloodstream.
And unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today.
This is Lily and Mateo signing out. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for your 11 o'clock news.
9/11.